flush them out of Secret to get some control over backside. Astralis is going to go for it anyways, posting up on the forward line to make sure they can get the spike down on the ground. Good shots out of her. Net the first kill of it. Tries to readjust, but Sarah will be there. Now Wadadaa need to come up with something. Down a player on the retake. Starbound gets a shot in. But falls back yet again. And with Sarah finding 3 on the round, you just can't help but ask who is going to shut her down. Maybe it's Power Pixel, the opposing Sova. And Sarah is low. That's 3 on the round now. And it comes into the one-on-one. Starbound can see Noya going for it, but the shots to the wall aren't connecting. Noya's just sticking this, and Starbound has to get in there. Noya takes them down. Shopify up on 10.
Oh, why don't I have some good space, at least within Art? But with Mel still posted in street, they're just going to know that this has to be a hit into A. Sarah only goes 1 for 1. They're working on something here as Power Pixel gets another.
Definitely going to want to pick up the Bulldog. Keep your eye on Femboy. Center sight with the Spectre. Tough position to clear away, and it's not gonna be done. Femboy gets another. Wadadaa may have done enough here in this round. Mel will get one. The clock is starting to tick away, trying to obscure the spike for a moment. Wadadaa aren't even getting up on this line. Shopify Rebellion are chasing down these players. Still need to go back into the spike, and Power Pixel taking their time with the ultimate.
Hunter's Fury? With no info, just to clear the site on an eco. They might think it's not a stack now. This could get weird. Diving out of heaven. Noya's gotten 2! Already it's getting chaotic because Dodo's found a gun, Christy.
It goes away. It disappears if this round is not secured. His first peek in backhaul will mean everything, and Dodo is better. Power Pixel heated up towards the end of the first half, towards the start of this one, but now that spike not even planted for them. This round is cooked. It is a disaster for Wadadaa. After winning their eco, it gets thrown in the street. It makes it very easy for Dodo down long to turn back around and clear out these players. That's the first, the second, the third. They're all coming together. And there's still this outlaw that has to be dealt with. Not to mention the fact that Noya has entered the party too, so good luck, Wadadaa. This round was... The spacing needs to be good up against Sarah if they keep moving into A.
I just don't see how Starbound gets anything here. Tries a shot, and there's that off angle from Dodo. Gets the opener.
Oh, Sarah, that is gross. That is gross. Just go on to the next.
Starbound just walks her way in, and
the Hunters.
Yeah, this is over for them.
I mean, come on. The 4K.
No matter what guns you have.
It just looks like Mel can see exactly where Wadadaa are at all times. A perfect read. But Power Pixel is going to find that opener. Dodo Nut, the only player left on site. Wadadaa just certainly taking their time at the moment. Know about the possibility. Noya is going to be able to secure that one, but like you're saying, Starbound up on those forward lines. The teleports of the urine chamber, so annoying to deal with in the post plant. And that clock is winding down. Shopify just playing for the guns here and getting quite a few. It's not going to be too bad. You know what? I non sequitur. I hardly... Anyways, Shopify Rebellion have lost to Noya immediately. Now Shopify Rebellion gear themselves up to get back onto this site. A chance to just go 2-0 up here in the grand final, but it's not going to happen with this forward hold. Great play out of Juna and Femboy. Dodo Nut just going to scan the Sheriff.
A real thing of more games ending on eco rounds, or is it like image of playing with a bunch of holes in it coming back safely?
No.
What is it? Survival. Unfortunately, there's a wall, and they're getting watched here.
Do we feel like it's overkill to have the wall and the trip and the operator posted up?
No.
No?
Clearly not.
It's just enough kill.
Yes. Just the right amount to deal with the situation ahead of them.
I mean, honestly, if I'm Wadadaa, I'm taking every kill I can get at this point. That appears to be the case. There we go. Astralis getting a few on the way out.
Flawless round. We love this.
Over towards Link. Now with the drone into mid-season operator.
That's off 3.
He saw the buys too. He was forced to accelerate now into Garage. Mel, the first one secured. And now a paranoia. We're down under 20 seconds. Critical moments for the Wadadaa squad. Now knowing they've been spotted out. Position revealed. C-Long secured by Power Pixel, but Mel is here. Spike taken out. More players continue to come in from Shopify Rebellion. Blow out the candle. Shopify Rebellion take a... Femboy likes their chances, peeking back towards Boba. Hunter's Fury now. The goddess of death, Sarah, has 2. Her Hunter's sight is unlocked. She sees everything. Sarah has opened up the pathway back into B for the team. Shopify Rebellion, regroup, take their time, call Mel back over. They know they have the numbers coming back. Femboy turns it right back around. 2 kills through the smoke, and they're not falling back either. Quick movement, sliding into the corner, baiting for Astralis. What is that out of Femboy? Mel now with an operator is taken down a
complete isolationist policy. Lock her up, put her away, and don't give her a kill. Don't give her a kill.
Oh, you're not giving Mel a kill! How is it happening again? Mel with the paranoia buys herself a little bit of space. Question is, will Power Pixel be able to find something? Dodo Nuts on site. It is a catastrophe if this slips away from Wadadaa. Power Pixel is bringing it back though, and Starbound is there. It equalizes into a 2-on-2, a moment of respite, a chance to take a breather, and Starbound slithers away as well. The off is posted on the line, but Sarah bests her. And now Power Pixel in a 1-on-2. Shopify Rebellion steal the eco for themselves.
Sarah literally chases Starbound out of the pressure the tripwire and try and break that one down.
Big ol' damage.
Take some spam, even a shot onto Sarah as well. This is a great start to the round for Wadadaa.
Yeah, the threat of that operator in mid makes it so hard to play, and a well-timed lurk from Juna. Wadadaa already with 2 kills. Alexis maybe to try and creep in front of this smoke and bring her team back into the round. The Nightfall will ping her out and keep things very well under control for the rest of Wadadaa. As I say that, here comes Shopify. 2 kills already. Juna equalizing on the other side though. I mean, you remember back to the pistol round, it was that top mid smoke on the right side. Wadadaa have shown a lot of Femboy sprinting through that top space. Oh no, Dodo can't find the shots. Now there's an ultimate back into spawn, but Sarah is wrapping around on Astralis. That's 2 kills immediately for Shopify to get past on these post plants. This time, though, Femboy down to 41 HP. Good scouting. We'll see all 3 players, I do believe. So the fight comes into market. Mel deals with Juna, and now with all this utility just battering away the players trapped here on site, Starbound tries to provide some amount of cover for Femboy back on default. That slow is not going to be a good thing for Alexis. Another pick. Now the op shot misses. Femboy on the wide swing, but pulls away from the fight. Noya's on the spike. It's a 1-on-1 all of a sudden. Then Noya is sticking through. The kill comes in, but it is too late. Ruse, Mimi. Wadadaa snuck 1 player into market. The spike is traveling over towards A. And what? Juna wins that fight? Are you kidding? And gets out with her life.
Thorns activated.
But doesn't keep any players here. They fully know this is a hit towards A, and they'll hit Mel, and she's
lurked
into the smoke.
That's the kill! And now the ultimate coming in, the flood from Shopify Rebellion into the smoke, just all over the place. That spike still back on the corner of sight. And Shopify Rebellion have brought the whole team in.
And Juna is so late. Only 20 health to work with, and Shopify, enough time to set up properly on this site.
Player standing.
Oh, brutal timing. Trying to swing around the right.
They have a paranoia, they have a stun, and they're posturing back into main.
Here we go, Alexis and Mel with the gun swinging straight into the line, but Femboy and Juna. Shopify Rebellion need to find something, but these angles, Wadadaa are not affording them any opportunities. Drop down comes in from Sarah. Starbound's good this time around. And now falling back into main, no smokes to pose any problems for them. Juna continues to dominate from on site. Wadadaa on an eco of all things now in a 4-on-1. Dodo Nut is out, and Wadadaa are... Starbound likes their chances creeping into C. Remember, Wadadaa could open the door themselves. Right now, busting it out into that B site. Sarah gets 2 kills. Dodo Nut as well. It's just a massacre in here with Mel coming through the door.
30 seconds left.
Such a decisive hold.
Double op setup for Shopify. Sarah's going to contest
Stealing
towards
a little bit of attack.
Yeah, Dodo's going to contest towards C. They don't want to let these orbs slip, and that's Dodo with an opener. That's a smoke's dead again.
Yeah, that is bad news. And that's just a shot coming in through the smoke, because Juna had put down the smoke on the ground to counter out the one-way, break that angle. So it sort of nullifies this entire timeout. They had some idea of what they want to do in the mid-round. Now you're getting upped over here, like, doesn't quite connect there. Wadadaa on 18 HP, but you don't need much more than that if you can get back onto the line with the op. Continuing to challenge, and, well, if Mel were to fall, that could pose some problems, but I don't think Mel's falling. Not before she gets her, too. 13 seconds, time dwindling away. Sarah will close out this. Could be everything. Shots don't connect, and now Astralis tries to pick off Dodo. That's going to grab her up. Mel is trying her best to try and save her duelist, but Power Pixel is there with the sight. The clock working down. 35 seconds. Paranoia now to stall. That's all the utility to try and get into this site used, and Mel is finding two. Alexis adds up with Sarah. It is time for Odeer taking first contact, getting in the mix, and now Power Pixel is blinded up, naded up. You're not doing anything in a spot like that. Femboy, do they activate before their team gets there? They will.
30 seconds left.
Look at the lurks.
This opportunity as two players boost up into heaven. Femboy is in a position that no one is expecting. That is one. The lurk activates from Noya, but still, there's Femboy down on site. This is the decider for Wadadaa. There to get back in the round. Now, the double omens on both sides, but it's Mel to take that fight. Femboy in a 1-on-2. The early tap. Trying to bring players back into them, but now the scout comes on in. There's just too much to deal with. Shopify rebel. Alexis isolated. Noya looking for a chance to peek on through. This time Alexis finds her mark. Noya dealt with, but Alexis for three! Alexis is taking Shopify Rebellion all the way through. It is just two sole survivors from Wadadaa, and Alexis is still on the hunt. She sees the blood trails. She's found her mark, and Dodonut will finish it off. Shopify...